Hello gang, hello friends, hello gang friends. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this video finds you well. If you're new, then hello. My name is Jo and I do nail stuff. She does stuff with nail stuff, and the stuff she does with nails is done with nail stuff and stuff for nails. Let's do a glitter butterfly. Hey, how are you? We're starting with nude satin. I'm shouting, for sake. Woman, stop shouting. I'm starting with nude satin. I'm going to do an ombre of that with sherbet lemon. Sherbet? Oh my goodness, I used this in the other video, did I not? Oh well. And I'm going to ombre those two together using an ombre brush. On clients, I'll use a detail brush because I haven't tried using an ombre brush on a client yet, but I feel like I just make a big mess of it. So, but with these tips, obviously I can, swing it about as much as I like without getting on anyone's sidewalls. So I'm using an ombre brush for this and working on that blend. Once I've got the sort of middle creamy yellow, I'll work that into the nude and that into the yellow at the bottom. And I'm going to do the same with, what was that noise? I'm going to do the same with bubblegum and nude satin. Once I do the ombre, I'll pop the nail aside for a sec, maybe for a minute or so, just to let the brush strokes level out, so you have kind of a blend without any brush strokes. But the first coat with an ombre is never going to look perfect, so don't you worry about that. Just get the sort of basic blend going, and then the second coat is where you fix it and, be a bit more pernickety. Get rid of those two bits of fluff. Get them. I find that with these ombre brushes, because I wipe them between doing strokes. If I think the cream colour is coming down too far, I'll wipe it and start from the yellow and work upwards. And when I wipe them, they seem to just pick up everything. Dust, fluff. Ignore all the neon pigments that are on the background. I tried something, didn't like it, but didn't change the paper towel, so just pretend they're not there, okay? Keep it secret, don't tell anyone. So I've done 2 coats of the ombres on these, and then this I actually did last. As I say, I tried a few different things with neon pigments and just didn't think it suited our butterfly. And because the butterfly is so kind of like, bam, butterfly, I thought the others needed to be quite plain and neutral. So I don't do anything else with these. I top them with matte and then just leave them like that. I don't add anything else to the ombres. We do have lovers and haters today, so stick around for that. The matte top coat I'm using today is Make It Velvet, which is a Gel Perfection gel polish. All of them are today, as usual, as they are every day. And you can get them at diamondglitters.co.uk, and you can use code TEAMDG for a cheeky little discount. So topping this one with Make It Velvet as well, and then we're done with those. As I say, I'm not going to faff around anymore with those. That'll do. Bob's your uncle. So curing those, full cure, and they're donezo. We're now doing 2 nails with nude satin, which I think was the background. Is that? Oh, it's a shadow. I'm waving my legs around behind me and I saw a shadow across the room of my feet, but I thought I was being, about to be murdered, obviously. I'm now taking black out and just drawing a very faint outline of butterfly wings. I was procrastinating. I planned this out on my tablet a few days before I did it, and I was just constantly thinking, oh, how am I going to do these? How am I going to get these symmetrical, the wings on both sides? I just thought I wasn't going to be able to do it, and just sat down, did it. It was done. So I did a curved line and then a sort of deeper curved underneath. And then now I can use the other side to sort of figure out how far into that line I brought that line out, Yeah. I was kind of surprised by that. For some reason, that step, just drawing that, I thought I was going to take ages to do. But just a swoop and another swoop and then same again. I'm now taking bubblegum, and so I've cured the outline just to keep it in place. I'm taking bubblegum. I'm using, this brush is it's called the Loop brush from Crystal Nails. And I'm just doing the bubblegum, not worrying too much about it being, you know, a smooth, neat coverage, and just plonking it in the corner parts and bring it in, and then it's still wet, so I haven't cured it. I'm taking Tequila Sunrise, tequila, and splodging that in there as well. Don't worry about this step being neat, because we're going to cover it with glitter anyway. So I still haven't cured the pink or the orange. I'm adding sherbet, lemon sherbet, and plonking that on there. We're going to cure it, and then I am doing a second coat because we're doing glitter, but it's not a super fine glitter, so it's not going to completely cover the area. So I want to make sure the background is opaque. So I'm doing exactly the same again, but where I'm adding the orange this time, I will sort of just pat it into the pink a bit more, but not. Oh, stop. But not worrying about it being a perfect ombre. You can see I'm not being careful with it. I'm just sort of attacking it. It's a gentle attack. I'm blending it a bit, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. I've said that, 5 times in different ways. You know what I'm trying to say. So I'm doing the same thing. Once I've done this and I pop it in the lamp, I'm doing the same on the other nail, but I just figured there's no point showing you both nails at this point because it's exactly the same. So I'm doing the same with the yellow. I'm making sure that I put some of it a bit over the orange and then giving it that little gentle attack of sort of patting them together, and just going over the whole thing, doing it by the looks of it. And then we'll cure that, and we'll move on to the glitter part. So full cure. Oh, just get it in the lamp. It's done. Stop faffing about. Didn't need to do this much patting because you can't really see the blend once you've put glitter on. There it is. We've seen it. Get on with it, woman. I'm now taking Snapdragon. Snap. And Tiger Lily and Golden Yellow, which does actually have small pieces in. The others are all the same size, sort of a medium size glitter, but this has some small bits in as well. I'm applying some first base. What was I just thinking? Snapdragon. Is that a flower, I think? I don't know. Sounds like a really cool pet. I've done a coat of the first base. Just a thin coat. I don't even think I went all over the nude satin areas. But just we're going to use that to stick our glitter down. So I'm just picking some up with my brush and patting it on. And I'll take the pink a tiny bit into the orange, and then the orange a tiny bit into the yellow, and so on and so forth. If you didn't have sort of glitters to match the colours you use, obviously use whatever colours you like, then you could use an iridescent glitter over the whole thing, and it would shift slightly different colours depending on what colour you put it over. So I'm adding the orange now, and then I think I mess up. Well, I don't mess up. I changed my mind after I topped these, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Adding the orange, so as you can see, I'm just taking it into the yellow a smidge, and now I'm adding the yellow, which does have, so the pink and the orange were just that size pieces, but the yellow does have some finer pieces in as well, but it still had that same sort of shift, so it kind of went with it. If I'm doing different glitters, different colours on a set, I like them to be the same size pieces or in the same sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Just the same cut and the same kind of glow. So I've done that on both of them. I topped them with super gloss, which I forgot to press record for. And now I've buffed them because we're going to paint. So we wanted a smooth surface to paint on. So I'm taking black out. I'm just going to outline the wings. I'm not doing the bits where they meet just yet. And then pulling it into the middle. I did, you'll be glad to know, look at a picture of a butterfly. But that's as far as it went. I didn't really I looked at it, but wasn't really using it for reference as I should be, which is why it kind of, we're not going for realism here. We're going for sort of not cartoony, just kind of bright in your face, bam. So I've pulled where they meet up into a point, and then I'm just curling that corner. And I think I'll thicken up the lines a smidge because we'll add stuff to them later. So curling that corner, and then I put that in the lamp because I thought there was a good chance I would mess the next step up and have to wipe loads of times. I didn't for some reason. It's bizarre. I was really procrastinating doing this set, and then it all kind of went relatively to plan. So I'm drawing some lines on there, and then where each line joins the outline, I'm just curving it. You'll see here. So just curling that bit, and then this bit as well, and just making the lines a bit thicker. Oh, bubble in throat. Where it's quite bold and bright and glittery, I figured, we're not going to go for thin, realistic veins. We're going to go for solid, there you go, lines. That bit there, I wiped off just using a bit of IPA on my brush. And then the second I did that, I thought, how am I going to replicate that on the other side? But thought that's future Joe's problem. So I should have pointed that middle sort of gap on the outside there, because it kind of just looks like a sausage. And now I've said it, it's all you'll see, a pink to yellow ombre sausage on a butterfly's wing. But just sort of curving the outlines, I'm going to bring this side bit down a smidge so we've got more black, because we'll be doing some dots there later. And then I didn't know what to do at the middle. What had I done with the picture? I don't know, probably got rid of it at this point. So it just went to black because we do add a bit of a body. But now I had that top part, I'm going to cure it just in case I mess up the bottom part and want to wipe. I don't want to wipe off any of what we've done. So I tried to do the same thing but mirrored. But the second my brain thought, oh yes, I do that line there, I got to like, oh yes, I'll do that, and then it sort of cancels itself out again. I'm like, oh yeah, what do I need to do here? Oh yeah, oh wait, oh yeah, what do I need to do here? Oh yeah, well, oh wait. So I just kind of, made it up again. I thought it can be a bit different. That's fine. And we're going to try and copy it on the other side. At this point, still in the back of my mind thinking, I don't know how I'm going to do the other side the same. So I'm curling the corners of each of these again, and just thickening up so that we've got little black sort of pockets where we can put some dots. And then I had this great big square in the middle there. What do we do with that? I don't know. I should have made them more pointy at the end, but it's fine. Do whatever pattern you like, as long as you think that it's not going to be too difficult to recreate on the other side. I do have a little tip for doing the other side, and I'm going to do it. You'll see me do it in a sec. So once I've finished this and I'll cure it, I'm going to take a picture of it on my phone, and then I'm going to flip the image and save that. So I'm just flipping the image, and then it's going to be easier to try and copy onto the other side. It still doesn't come out perfectly because I was trying to replicate the bit where I made a mistake and wiped some off just so I could get it the same, but it's fine. They're like eyebrows, these butterflies. They're sisters, not twins. It's the same butterfly, but each side is a little bit different, but it's fine. It's fine, okay? While we're doing that, let's have an episode of Lovers and Haters. Lovers and Haters, Lovers and Haters. So our first lover was a comment. I need to say thank you, actually, to everybody who commented on the last video where I showed myself. You saw me. I was exposed. Not in that way. And everyone left really nice comments, and I appreciate that. It was unexpected and just really nice of everyone to be pleased to put a face to the name. Some of the comments, hilarious. And this one in particular had me pee my pants laughing. This message is from the Zen Ginger, and she said, also, not at all what I expected. I thought you looked like a golden girl on a lady time. I don't think I'm quite there yet. Well, I'm probably not far off it. So thank you for your message, the Zen Ginger. Our hater. Should we have our hater? Let's have our hater. Oh, I'll just say that I'm just comparing the wings and noticing that some of the black could be thinned out a bit on some of them. So I'm taking some IPA on my brush and I'm just wiping away because I haven't cured this black yet. So I'm just wiping away some sections and then we will cure them. And I'm going to add some white dots. Oh no, I'm adding the body. So this is the butterfly's body. And then I'm going to add his stick antenna things. When I was little, I used to think those dots were its eyes. Are they? I don't know. I never Googled it. I just grew up and assumed that was a ridiculous thing to think. So I'm going to cure those. They're good enough. They're close enough. It'll do. And I'm going to add some dots with Alaska. And then I got really carried away because I saw the dots and thought, oh, it looks kind of cosmic-y with the white dots on the black. And instead of just stopping them in the corner areas, I did them over everything. Why not? And then the next day I was looking at the picture and thought it looked a bit silly. So I went back and blacked out some bits. But you can do the dots however and wherever you like. I'm just doing them any size, just big ones, small ones, tiny ones, teeny ones, itsy bitsy yellow polka dot bikini ones. But yeah, this is where I thought, it, let's do them everywhere. And I do like it, but I just thought it was too much. So I have gone back and edited it. Even though I did like what it looked like, I just thought people would be like, no, the dots don't go all the way to the centre. Be like, oh, shut up, I know. So this is it at the moment. I'm going to top it with diamond gloss, of course. And then I'm going to decide that I want the nude satin, the background, to be matte. So if you want the background to be matte, don't top it just now. Top it with matte all over and then use diamond gloss, your top coat, for the butterfly, because a shiny top coat is going to sit and hold better onto a matte as opposed to what I'm doing here and putting matte over a shiny. But it was an afterthought, so that's why I'm doing it that way. So I've topped it with diamond gloss. I'm now going over with Make It Velvet. I'm going to use a brush, a detail brush, just to get into the sort of nooks and crannies. And then I will go over the stick with the eyeball on the end with diamond gloss again. So if you matte top the whole thing and then just shiny over what you want shiny, it's going to last better than doing what I'm doing. So ignore me, do as I say, not as I do. And then I'm going to add some crystals to a nail, which is pretty self-explanatory. I'm using Super Base to adhere them. There's our butterfly. Hello! What shall we call him? I'm using multicolored crystals and some fuchsia crystals and some caviar beads. I'm going to use Super Base to adhere them. And then I'm going to... Did you hear my stomach just then? Feed me. And then I'm going to top around them with Make It Velvet. I'm doing a pink and an orange and then a yellow crystal to match the butterfly. Let's have our hater. Love the nails. Definitely can't subscribe because you are so freaking annoying. Thanks. This isn't Gatwick. You don't need to inform me of your departure. I did reply, but it instantly got removed by YouTube's algorithms, I guess. So I had to do a second reply, which seems to have stuck so far. None of this matters though, because the final lover of the day is the one, the only, Selena Ryden. Ah! She commented on Instagram and YouTube. She said, hey, I just found you in your tutorial on the checkered flame nail, which was a recreation I did of one of her nails. She said, I giggled so much. Thank you for that. Loved it. I made her laugh. Ah! I messaged a group chat and was like, am I best friends with Selena Ryder now? And they were like, yeah, I think so. I have got a lot more screenshots of your guys' comments that I will try and get on future videos. I just find there's never enough time whilst trying to explain what I'm doing on the nails, but perhaps if I do more on-camera stuff, then there will be more time to do it. So hopefully I'll get more of you on. This is the full set. I hope you like it. I think matte kind of suits it with the butterfly being so kind of rah. If you do like the video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for lots more videos. You can follow me on, oh, it's flying away, bye! Let me know down below what we should call him. Follow me on Instagram at Miss Jo's Nail Co. I appreciate you for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.